That's Gordy, the little one, and Presley. Gordy's only 2 months old. Oh my gosh. That little baby chick. Gordy, you are a naughty little chick. This is the little guy that I got as an egg. And I got him from Carol Hansen on Facebook, and I was able to hatch him out. He came out white, then he turned chocolate, and now he's turning red with a black tail. His tail feathers are just coming in. And he supposedly, hopefully, has a frizzle gene in him, so I can get some frizzle hens. Here we go. I got my little guys out. This is the backyard, which I don't spend any time in because it's not my part of the yard to take care of, so the grass is just dead back here. Now you guys have seen my front yard, it's completely green. Where'd it go? And that's because the baby chicks and the chickens, they poop in the yard and they keep the grass green. Oh, Gordy. You were so cute. You've gotten big. So Gordy just turned 2 months old a few days ago. He looks to be like a little red rooster with a black tail. He doesn't call for me as much now when we're in the yard. But he does nest inside his little brooder, which I need to put him in the cage now. He doesn't need to be in the brooder anymore. But he does nest to try to get a hen to come by and do her thing there. It's so cute. So I don't know if you guys remember, but I got a bunch of chicks that I'm hatching out. 33 of them. Right now I have 18, and I have some more that might be hatching. I'm not sure if I'll keep the next batch. Hey, Gordy. Just a little update on what Gordy looks like. He's 2 months old. See you guys in the next video. So now we're in the front yard. There's little Gordy. And there's Henny Penny. She always does that when she's by herself. I'm hoping that Henny and Gordy get together. They're going to be in the same pen. Just complaining about my dogs. I guess I'll show you guys a little update on the yard. Here's another pumpkin that started to grow that won't be doing well because it's too young. And here's my tomato plant that starts from here and goes all the way across to there. And the flower pot is that big, and it's right in the center here. I'll give you an idea how big it is from backing up. So this is my large window, and look at the size of this tomato plant. It's enormous. I have a tomato in here that's huge. It's still green. It's right back here. Kind of hard to see, but when I put my hand, it covers my whole hand like this big. And I'm sure there's some more in here that are huge, but I don't know. I haven't really dug through here. It's so green that I don't want to pick at it. So look, here's one. It's huge. They're those heirlooms. Muñeca, stop. She's walking after the chicken. And I need to cut this because I don't want this to continue to grow. This is actually the pumpkin. trying to take over. So when you cut it, it stops growing in one direction. And of course my butterfly bush just continues to bloom. I'll switch this so you can see it. The blooms are smaller the second time around. And I don't really like this tomato plant. I think it's because of the pot. It's covered up the bottom, so the roots can't go into the ground. And then I have these little mini tomatoes. I'm picking tomatoes off there. I really don't like this variety of tomato. It's a yellow tomato. It's pretty, but it doesn't really have a great taste. And ooh, tomato on the ground. Gotta pick that up. This one has given some beautiful red tomatoes. I took a lot of the green ones off. I'm finally getting some yellow bell peppers. And over here, the purples aren't really producing anymore, but they stay green. They're going to produce, but it's already September 25th, I think. So it's getting to be a little too late. And then there's the beets. Look at this cherry tomato bush. It's just enormous. And it just keeps on growing up to the very top. Look at that. And every day I'm eating these yellow pear tomatoes. Let me switch the focus. And I eat them just like this. Just kind of brush them off. It has like a powder dust on it. And then I eat it. It's very sweet. There's a pumpkin in here. These are the pumpkins that I was washing the bird cage, and the seeds just sprouted, so you can see here. It grew along the fence. And my roses are still blooming. So this is that side of the yard. I sit there sometimes, drink coffee. My hanging plants, for some reason, I gave them a new fertilizer, and they unfortunately died. And so I only water every few days, and it just made me mad because they were gorgeous. Not all of them died. The two on the sides are fine still. This little yellow mini rose bush. When you trim it, it keeps on producing more leaves, which I prefer more, but it does have a lot of the roses. That should stop. Alright, I'm back. Be right back. Had some neighbors come by. So this is the other heirloom. It's the potato leaf tomato plant, and it gives off large tomatoes. And I have a lot of them I've been picking. I pick them green because I kind of don't want any more red ones right now. And let me show you here. There's a pumpkin getting bigger. Look at that thing. It's just hanging there. It's beautiful. Look at that. And it just keeps growing. And it fell over. And then I have another pumpkin over there. She's following me. How cute. So is Gordy. Then I have some miniature cherry tomatoes and some Swiss chard. And these peppers just stayed dwarf. They never grew. That was kind of upsetting. This didn't. This one was a plant that was just thrown away, and I picked it up from the recycling and just put it in the ground, and look how big it got. The chickens just love eating the leaves. It's very pretty. Wish I could have it as a houseplant. These are bell pepper seeds that I was eating. It's a little late for that, but I might bring it in. It's an avocado. Another avocado plant. In Spanish we call it aguacate. Here's another pepper plant that would have gotten huge, but just stunted. Not sure what was going on. Look at this gorgeous rose. This is one of my favorite roses. It smells super, super nice. It's like a velvety red. You smell it. I love, love, love the smell of that. And pineapple plant. That's the top of that little pineapple you guys saw me eat. This is just leftover fennel. Some more fennel. Those are the seeds. And then this little pathetic thing here in the corner. Ooh, who was eating that? It's a tomato. Weird. Maybe the chickens, I don't know. And this is another cherry tomato. Ooh, yummy, look at that. Let's switch the focus. That's really red. I'm gonna try this one. Oh, look at these little clusters. Some of this is a mold. What you can do is just mix some baking soda and water together and put it in a spray bottle and just spray your plants and it gets rid of the mold. It's because it's in this dark corner. So let me show you here. This pretty cherry tomato. It's actually like a miniature tomato. None of my mini tomato bushes came out like a cherry tomato. They're actually literally a mini tomato plant, as you can see. It doesn't look like a cherry. It's okay. You guys want some? Just threw it there. It's okay. Not too crazy about it. I'd rather get the ones that are in the sun. Those didn't get enough sun. Look at this cluster. And look at, see, mini tomatoes, but they're kind of big. Here's the little mini ones. They're supposed to be about this size. Or smaller, about this size. I've been eating a lot of the Swiss chard. I love it. Very good for you and your lungs. Let me show you over here. Look at little... That's Penny and Gordy. So cute. They're out here eating grass and bugs and grit and gravel, which they need because they need to grind up the food that's in their gizzard. And let me show you this plant here. Also, I pulled it out of the garbage, or recycling, I should say. It's just now finally growing. It has one little pepper here. Once I pick the pepper, the plant will continue to grow. I probably should pick it now so it'll continue to grow. Otherwise, I'm going to be stunting it. And I think this is a cayenne. Yeah, it's a cayenne. Ew. I think what I'll do with this is probably leave it there. Let it turn red if that's the color it's supposed to be. I'm not sure. Yeah, cayennes are red. And just give it to the birds. Avocate. And I had some lemons growing there, but the stupid slugs eat them. And there's another sprout. Here's another avocado that I'm going to bring indoors. Avocado, I should say. This poor thing. It's a hanging one, but look, it fell over because it's extremely heavy. I have another one down here. That got heavy. This beautiful thing is gone. Oh yeah, stevia. You just crush the leaves into water and spearmint or lemon juice and ice, and you have yourself a nice beverage, sweetened, because this is sweet. More new sprouts of the mini, something ate it. The mini, tick, 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 wording. Look, look. Oh, he didn't see that. Let me give it to Penny. Looky. Kyla, you're scaring the... Oh my god. I think I'm giving everything to them. They're eating the berries off this. You know what's weird? Oh, there he goes. He's eating the strawberry. Good. This is my little Serama. I never did put any water... Well, I did fill this many, many times. But I keep using the water to water the plants. So, I guess I did use it all summer, but I didn't put any guppies or koi in there. Do you guys remember this cluster on Facebook? If you follow me on Facebook, it's still going. It's red. It's kind of weird. Let me see if I can do one more. Now there was a pumpkin started here. It was very pretty and it grew all the way across. But I was cutting the grass and I got lazy and I just kind of ran it over. But as long as there's some roots in the ground, because wherever the pumpkin hits the dirt, it produces more roots. It should be fine, and it is. I know you want to go in. I'm taking her in the house. I'm probably keeping her in the house tonight. I'm not sure. I'm going to dip her feet. She's got some icky feet. She's always had icky feet from the original owner, so I'm going to try to correct it. She's my favorite hen. She has beautiful posture. She's really, really small. I forgot how many ounces she is. I think she's 13 ounces. And she's just really sweet. She doesn't run away from me or nothing. She lets me just walk up to her and pick her up. Come here. I don't know if she'll come to me because she wasn't raised that way. Oh, I guess so. Come here. Come here, Penny. You know you want to go in. I know. You're so pretty. Kyla, you're making the chickens not want to get close. Alright. So this is the right side of my yard. That tomato plant's falling over. And then, oh, my leucistic oxalatos are still in here. I don't know what they're surviving off of, but it's a little experiment. I think probably the mosquito larvae and whatever else. I rarely see them. And then I put my grass in there to kill some of the stuff that grows around there, but my cat likes to sleep in there. I think that's it. Oh, and I have some, oops, sorry, Gordy. I have some lemons that'll be growing in here, but we're not getting enough sun, so I might have to bring it indoors. I think I'm going to make myself some tea. Come out here, it's a little bit chilly. Oh, here's another rose, look. I'm going to sit out here before it gets too dark. That is gorgeous. I love these roses. I'm trying to clone them, but I haven't been really taking good care of them to clone them. I've kind of ignored them, and so they start to grow and then they stop. So I need to work on that because I really want these. I don't want to lose them. I'm going to pick that yellow one there. I love these. If anybody knows the name of this plant, it's got a velvet feel to it, and they turn gold and green and dark green as they mature. There's the top. And it's one of my favorite plants because it also produces a lot of leaves and seeds. I mean, not leaves. Leave her alone. And they get huge. They probably get about, I don't know, 12 feet, 15 feet tall. And they could cover this whole area right here. And they used to. And here's some more babies. And there was no mother plant to make these seeds. So these seeds were from the year before. So they do preserve really well. So they're kind of delicate. You can't transplant them. So you can't bring them indoors. I've tried. And they're just delicate roots. They don't like to be transferred. Alright, I'll bring you in soon. Gordy. Gordy, pick that tail up. That just scared him. Alright, so if you guys have any questions, leave a comment below. If you'd like to rate the video, that'd be great. And don't forget to subscribe. And normally I do videos on all my pets, but this is just a little outdoor so you guys get an idea where some of the vegetables and fruits come from for my birds, and grass, and how I keep my pets. And just a little update. Alright, see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. You ready to go in? Duchess, she doesn't know you that well. You're so pretty. I love your tail. Her tail's just now growing. The runner ducks were tearing them off. And I don't have runner ducks. I haven't had ducks since I was a teenager. These were owned by somebody else, and they sold me 4 hens. Hey, Gordy, I know. You want to go in too? I hatched Gordy, of course. Alright, see you guys next video.